past 17 years of war has left negative imprint on the education of Afghanistan. As a result, it has entirely demolished the education system. Children, youths, and adults have been deprived of the benefits of education. According to UNDP, 70% adults beyond the age of 15 are considered to be illiterate. Therefore, the project of GTZ B.E.F.RE assumed the task of literacy program. GTZ is German acronym, which means German Agency for Technical Cooperations. B.E.F.RE means Basic Education for Afghan Refugees. GTZ B.E.F.RE has been working for Afghan refugees since 1990. A war-torn Afghanistan needs ever more literate persons for its rehabilitation. To achieve this end, the establishment of literacy courses are being considered a cheap, easy and immediate way of development. Literacy has a great role not only in the reconstruction, development and improvement of a community life, but it has also a great share in the implementation of other programs of the community. Learning is a continuing process and everyone acquires it according to one's capacity. During Soviet's occupation of Afghanistan, the communist regime used education and literacy as a means of political infiltration. That's why it had lost its real sense to the Afghans. Fortunately, the project of B.E.F.RE succeeded in its efforts to make the people aware about the benefits of literacy. This program is being implemented with great success in most of the Afghan refugee camps and northwest frontier provinces of Pakistan. One of the aims of literacy program is to enable the graduates of a complete phase to read, write, and calculate and understand simple newspaper contents of daily life and be acquainted with functional issues for better living so that to be able to solve day-to-day problems in a more effective way. In January 1992, B.E.F.RE's literacy program was started in Gandaf, Munda, Gamkul and Badabera Afghan refugee camps of northwest frontier province of Pakistan with the opening of 45 male literacy courses. program is being implemented through 3 regional subcenters in Peshawar, Temurgara, and Kuram Agency of Northwest Frontier Province of Pakistan. Literacy workers respect culture values, national and regional traditions, and fulfill their goals according to the religious morale and values of Afghan society. Literacy courses began in 2 phases in January and July, and 5 months have been allocated for each phase. Before the beginning of each phase, there is 1 month's preparation work, such as the establishment of new courses, selection of instructors, and provision of teaching and learning materials. The program involves 3 levels of courses, namely primer, arithmetic, and reader, which are followed one after the other. The textbooks involve functional contents such as religious, economic, family life, health, and mind awareness. B.E.F.RE has developed specified textbooks for male and female participants, followed by follow-up materials for new literates. Literacy officers hold meetings with local and camp leaders, mullahs, elders, and other influentials for the beginning and continuing of literacy program, and introduce and explain objectives and goals of the teaching learning material. The program is implemented after the agreement of the local leaders. As a result of the meetings, the local leaders introduce their selected candidate instructors and promise the continuation of the program. Literacy officers explain rules and regulations to the candidate instructors and tell them the date and venue of the test. The successful instructors that are appointed according to the need of the locality or camp are asked to prepare a list of 20 illiterates who are not under 15 years. After the approval of the list, the instructors are invited to the training course. The 50% of the instructors has teaching experiences and have been teachers in schools, and 50 are from other professions. The instructors are trained for teaching during training seminars for 6 days in primer and 5 days in arithmetic and reader respectively. This basic training is followed by refresher seminars for 3 days of the 2.5 months in each phase. During the training, the necessary materials are distributed among the instructors. The participants as well as the instructors are enthusiastic and eager of education during their hard refugee life. They feel that the rehabilitation process of their country requires educated and skillful personnel than ever. It's why the participants of the courses acquire literacy beside their daily occupation, and the instructors join the literacy training seminars. During the seminar, in addition to model lessons, the instructors are trained in pedagogical and educational themes. The instructors later on themselves represent model lessons. If possible, the model lessons are recorded in films and its feedback is screened to the instructors so that to become aware of the shortcomings. The training courses of the instructors are held in the related regional subcenters. The invited instructors are awarded a certificate at the end of training course. A blackboard, a canvas for sitting, textbooks, enough chalk, charts, pictorial and non-pictorial cards, lesson plans, and teacher's guide are also provided for a literacy course. The instructors work hard to teach according to the instructor's guide in such a way to stimulate the interest and motivation of the participants. Courses run 5 days a week for 90 minutes a day and are convened where acceptable to all of the participants of the course. The literacy instructors express their views concerning B.E.F.RE's literacy trainings. I received GTZ B.E.F.RE literacy instructors training. The methodology used by B.E.F.RE is price-worthy because its result is satisfactory in literacy courses.
زمانم شیرعلی دی او دا کوړه خټک د کوم اوسیدونکو ما او د جی د مؤسسې سره د لیک لوست د پروګرام سره کار کوم.
I have been trained by GTZ B.E.F.RE literacy training program. The methodology yields good result in teaching literacy course. Literacy officers and supervisors monitor their courses once in a week according to their timetable. They solve the problems of the instructors and participants, present model lessons, and lead the instructors towards the required teaching. They make records of their observation and send regular reports of the situation to the program coordinator. program coordinator and his deputy also monitor literacy courses now and then. They record their observations and the region. On the basis of their feedback, the program is improved. Participants of each level are tested twice, namely middle and final tests are given, and at the end certificates are distributed to successful participants of literacy course. Literacy participants express their views in this regard. I am one of the GTZ B.E.F.RE literacy course participant. Our instructor is coming 5 days a week to teach us. I joined literacy courses since January 1995. During this period of time, I am able to read, write and calculate daily records of my shop. Thanks GTZ B.E.F.RE for its hard working and collaboration for establishing literacy courses for illiterate Afghan adults in refugee camps. I am working in this cottage industry. When I am free, I join literacy course in the afternoon. The instructor is living in our camp. It's very easy for me to join the course every day. Now I can read, write and calculate my daily needs, and I am very happy. There is a great demand on the part of children to acquire literacy. A great number of out-of-school age children are referring to adult literacy courses to learn literacy, as their acceptance in adult literacy courses disturb adults from pedagogical points of view. It's why GTZ B.E.F.RE established 10 out-of-school children literacy courses as a pilot phase since July 1995. The results of out-of-school children are satisfactory. There is a negligible number of dropouts in these courses. Literacy personnel is holding weekly and bi-monthly meetings so that to discuss the situation of the program. The leading body of the project and section coordinators also attend the meeting. During these meetings, the achievements of the past 2 months are reported, problems and shortcomings are discussed, future plans are developed, and experiences and views of the participants of the meeting are synthesized. Special attention has been given to female literacy courses in Peshawar, Kurum and Bajor, which is the striking example of B.E.F.RE activities in this regard. So far, literacy program has trained 600 instructors in northwest frontier provinces of Pakistan and has established 750 primer courses, 300 arithmetic and 400 reader courses. In these courses, totally 17,000 participants have been registered. Recently, community shows much interest with literacy programs and cooperates in this regard. At present, community people willingly provide suitable space, necessary conditions, and facilities for literacy courses. Lately, the community has been prepared to pay salaries of some instructors. However, training costs and course-related material are provided by the project. One of the literacy graduates added, "We, the literacy graduates, are satisfied about our learning. We are able to solve problems in our life and do not face problems in reading, writing, and reckoning concerning our daily life." GTZ B.E.F.RE has cooperation with other educational agencies such as Solidarity Afghanistan Belgium, Swedish Committee for Afghanistan, Organization of Rehabilitation of Afghanistan, and others.
We have activities in Nangarhar, Kunar, and Laman provinces of Afghanistan, and most of the trainees are illiterate. So in this regard, we decided to contact B.E.F.RE in mid-1995, and we had signed a protocol with them to provide literacy courses to our adult trainees in different trades.
Yes, I'm very convinced from the text materials from GTZ and also our supervisors, which are using these textbooks, they are practically using in the course. They are very satisfied with these materials. And I wrote a letter for them that you do write your comments about it. They said that it's very good, it is easy way, and the woman can use it very well. And the teachers, although they do not have experience, they learn the system and they teach it very well.
Yes, in our courses, the Swedish Committee courses for the women in Afghanistan, we are using materials that are produced by GTZ, B.E.F.RE. And we've been quite happy with those materials and also with the methods, because our instructors received training in the proper methods for teaching the literacy, working with the books, working with the GTZ produced alphabet cards and other materials. So we trained here through the GTZ personnel, our supervisors and teacher trainers, who in turn then were able to train our teachers. So on the site, in the course, understanding I was seeing on the part of the participants was really quite good. And people were very pleased to be learning to read and to write.
The method of GTZ, especially in this center, is very useful, especially for our addicts. Most of our addicts, 90%, they are non-educated people. We had this method, GTZ methods for those people. They learn a lot of things from them. After they will discharge, they can read a simple sign, or they can write as a simple letter for their relative or for some other people, and they will sort their problem outside of the center. It's very useful.